Hello, and welcome along today. I hope you're fabulously well wherever you are in the world. So I want to talk about a well-practiced little secret, maybe not such a secret, but something that people do. And they do it a lot, people who are good at this, because it works. And it's important to do because when you do it again and again and again, it gets things in momentum and things start to happen. And people who know and understand how to do this, they're the people that often we can look at from the outside and just go, what, do they like have a magic wand or something? You know, is there some magical power that is just moving things along in their life? And why is it they always get to do those things, or they always have those wonderful experiences? Or why do they always get to have that and I don't get to have any of that, right? So you want to know what one of those big keys are, one of these super simple yet really profound things that can change everything, once you embrace it and you step into it and you do it. Are you ready? It's this. It's as simple as taking messy action. That's it. Those three words, take messy action. Because here's what happened. When you set a direction, when you make a decision, when you say to the universe, this is my intention down a particular direction, right? So you state something clearly. All you have to do then, if your intention is clear and good and aligned with you, and if it comes from the right place, right? You set that intention. Once you set that intention, all you need to do now are those three words that we said before. Take messy action. And I get it, from one perfectionist to perhaps another, there can be a real desire to want to line up all the ducks, to get everything prepared, to get all of the pieces so clearly and perfectly structured so that, that intention is set and everything's perfectly in place to then move things along. But you see, what happens when we do that is we can become stagnant. We can get so stuck. We can actually cause ourselves so much clutter in the perfecting process and in the wanting to get it right process that we stop or limit or restrict the momentum that could be happening, and that will start to snowball once we start to take one messy action and then another messy action and then another messy action. And if you're cringing right now going, Nicole, but mess, I don't do mess, I can't do mess. Well, then I challenge you and I invite you to set your intention clear. And if you have it clear, to take at least one little action towards that way. And if you don't like the word messy, get rid of it or substitute it with something else, but just take one action that does not have to be perfect, one action that doesn't have to tick every single box, but it might tick a few boxes down a particular direction. Because what happens is, as we set our momentum towards the North Star that we are aligning with, right? So we know where we're going, we know that direction. As we put one little piece in and one little piece in, where you are 5 actions from now, 5 steps from now, whatever those 5 or so steps are from this current place that you are in, by the time you're there, you're that much closer and more in alignment with that with which you truly, madly, deeply seek, right? With that which I'm having trouble saying that, aren't I? With which you are in alignment, right? Point is, you're getting closer and closer to it. It's growing, it's expanding, it's getting bigger and bigger, right? As you step towards it, as you move in momentum towards it. And something important happens as well. Once you take those actions and those steps, where you are at that point in time, you will look around and start to see things that you could not see from this other point, this starting point 5 steps back, or however many steps that might be. You simply could not see everything. And remember all of the perfect planning that's taking place over here when you can't even see as much as you can now that you have stepped forward towards something else. Because as you step closer and closer and forward and taking that messy action towards that direction, you will also start to see, oh, maybe these whole pieces of my perfect plan weren't even necessary, or maybe they're just not needed at this point in time, right? And so this is really an invitation. If you're feeling stuck in any way, if you're feeling like, oh, I just have to get this plan in place and get these pieces going before I do X, Y, Z, what would happen if you just took that messy step forward, that messy, imperfect step, so that you're in greater alignment with that that calls you, with that that seeks to live through you as you seek to embody more of it, right? The grace, the beauty, the joy, the love, the peace, the serenity, the whatever it is that thing is for you, that is inviting you, that is compelling you towards a particular direction, right? Take a messy step towards it, and then take another messy step towards it. I know that that's okay. It's okay to not have everything exactly as you think it ought to be, right? Because maybe it doesn't even need to be that way. So much love. Let me know what messy step or steps you are going to be taking. And I'd love to hear, as always, any stories about when the universe has conspired to make something happen for you. Because, of course, that's what happens, right? As you take those steps, it creates energy, it creates flow. And this is where we start to get into the feeling of the universe conspiring to make that thing happen for us. And this is truly where we step into the magical realm of the transpersonal, of the great beyond, of the great more, where really cool stuff happens that we never could have anticipated had we not taken those few messy, imperfect steps. So take them, cheering for you as always. Let me know how this lands, and if it's useful to someone, share it along. Much, much love.